upset. Wish I could lose you, I wish I could forget. But the mind is a cage, and the longer that we age, our brains become the stage of the drama and the rage. And I'm pretty medicated if you had to ask me. Sativa dreams got me singing songs likely, but a band-aid covers up the pain is all. Cause I'm going cuckoo bananas, waiting for your call. Waiting on your call, so I'm hopping in my car. No speed limit, it won't take me too long. This shit could get a little spooky. Tell the neighbor there's nothing to see. I'm sliding through your streets and I'm swerving around them curves. I'm climbing through your hedges and I'm through the front door. Didn't I tell you not to panic? This shit isn't peculiar. I'm manic. Manifest, now I'm blessed. Life is sour, then it's sweet, like the lemon with the zest. Hello everyone, hello, happy Sunday, and welcome to another Kiki with Bam! Mimi. It is I, your host, your homosexual CourtneyRevolution, and welcome to another Kiki with me, home of the Revolution Redemption, home of the Revolution Rehabilitation, home of, let me dig in my little chest here, BAM! Speculation, not confirmation. You guys, listen, we have got a show to get into today. We have a lot to get into. Of course, we have to talk about the VMA nominations. You know that this is sort of like a pop culture, music culture kind of focused moment. So I definitely want to talk about the VMAs. We're gonna get into a little bit of Real Housewives news. You know, I definitely touched on it last week. You know, I threw it out there and some of you guys really enjoyed it. I'm so glad. I'm always terrified to talk about Real Housewives on my own channel. I don't know why. It's like my favorite thing in the world. But you know what they say about YouTube. When you're passionate about something, put it first. So Real Housewives news, definitely added to the docket. We're talking about Beverly Hills. We're talking about Denise Richards and that bravo, bravo, bravo with the crying. And we're talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. I've got an update, like an official update from one of my favorite blogs. So I just want to read that to you guys and sort of get your thoughts on that. And also, you guys, we are going to be talking about Ellen. Y'all, my tag is messed up. I don't know if y'all could see from there. But we are talking about Ellen Degeneres today, y'all. I never thought I would talk about Miss Ellen on my channel. But there's a lot going on with her. And just the fact that I'm seeing all of these reports about a possible replacement. I mean, we just got the news like that she might be leaving. So, you know what? We have to talk about who's next up to sort of fill that slot. And I want to get you guys' ideas. Once I tell you guys who it is, I just want to see how you guys feel. We got to have a little discussion about that. But let me see who's in the chat right now. Oh, I already see right off the bat, I see Sawyer Knight. And we love Sawyer here at my channel. Sawyer's been a really good friend of mine for many years. So if you guys know Sawyer, please show Sawyer some love. He also has an amazing channel. Shout out to Kershell. I see you. I see you, Sharon. I see you, Yamale. Ooh, JR, I see you. Who else is in the chat today? Ooh, Manic Minx. I see the good sis Wesley telling me to not forget to press the button. Y'all, listen. When it comes to how I do the show, I've realized that it really doesn't make sense. Like, if you were watching the show and you didn't know what this was, it really doesn't make sense to have the whole beginning of the show be 2 minutes of music. So I press the button when it's around like 50 to 45 seconds. So when the time I start like singing and rapping and all that comes on, that's where I like to start the video. So if the show is ever like late, but not too late, it's probably me trying to line up the intro, but I got it right today. Shout out to Sharon. I see you talking about my green merch. She's saying, Courtney, your green merch is cute. Shout out to you guys that have been getting the merch. If you're watching this video, it's down there in the little merch bar. You can pick up a sweatshirt, speculation not confirmation sweatshirt. I've got hoodies, stickers, the whole nine. Face masks are coming. I do this every week. Face masks are coming. Once again, still waiting on the second sample. You guys, once you see the face mask, we are going to move on to something. Well, I don't want to give it all away because I'm about to get into that in just a second. Just hold on. Shout out to Leanna Lynn. You make my Sunday, even if I tend to be an after watcher. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. I really love when you guys watch live, of course, because I can talk to you guys in sort of a real time because there is like a crazy delay, I realize. But I love when you guys after watch as well, because those comments like tend to be like really long. Like when you guys are like commenting, like you start a paragraph during one part and then we get to another part and then you do like another paragraph. I love that. Shout out to you guys that watch the show. But if you're new here, I like to start off every stream with a little bit of positivity. So if you're watching live or you're watching afterwards, please let me know in the comment section or in the chat something positive that you've done this week, or something positive that you have encountered. Maybe a celebrity has done something positive. Before we dive into the mess, I love to just sort of bring all of the peace and serenity into one place to sort of protect us before we go PR diving, if you will. Something that I can say that I've done positive. Shout out to Kershell, saying that she never misses a Sunday. Shout out to Lydia. I see you. Hi, everyone. Love you, Courtney. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Oh my God, Lydia, I am feeling fantastic, fine, bam, and foxy. Something positive, you guys, that I did this week. I have decided to start a business. I won't tell you guys what it is yet, obviously, but I've decided to start a business, and it sort of relates to my brand, and I just have a feeling that you guys are going to like it. I don't think, well, I'll say this. Of course, merch will keep coming. I'll make sure that you guys get like the hoodies, the t-shirts, you know, those kinds of things, of course. And even so, I want to elevate that stuff down the line, but I don't want to spoil it, because obviously this is still very much early in development, but I really find that it'll be something that will make you feel connected to me, not in a weird way, but you will be able to be like Courtney. That's what I will say. So hang tight and hold on to your wigs for that. Pull this clip when months down the line I'm like, oh my God, remember when I said I had a business? You guys can pull this clip. I'm telling you guys first. You guys are like literally my besties, the rebels of the revolution, if you will. So that's something positive. Salome is saying something positive. Black is king. Absolutely. We're getting into that later on. I want to say, Kershell is saying, ooh, you'll do great. JR is saying, hey, everyone. Hi, Courtney. Waiting on my merch. Also, everyone, hang on, sit tight. People are like just getting their merch now, so I'm getting like a lot more pictures of you guys in it. So if you guys have merch, of course, be sure to send it to me, because I want to see all of those things. Gabby is saying, my Selena Gomez CDs finally came yesterday. I ordered it in January and it's August now. LOL. Wendy is saying, positive, because I stay home now and working from home, I have actually been able to save money. I can see my account grow, so I'm happy about that. Wendy, literally working from home has been the biggest blessing of the year. I don't want to go back to the studio. I don't want to go back to the office. I love doing my job right from home. It's very easy. I can do, for those of you guys that don't know, I do a live show over on the Holly Scoop channel called The Morning Tea. Super fun. Love it. But right after it's done, I do whatever work I have to do for my job, and then I either go on my bed and I lay down, or I go downstairs and I catch up on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So I love working from home. I hope that like the world gets better, but like I'm not in a rush to like start paying for Ubers again and have to go to the office. So shout out to you guys that are in a positive space in terms of working from home. I want to ask you guys a question. I want to start doing this thing where we can sort of like all come together on one thing. Because, you know, with a conversation, you guys, we're not always gonna agree. Sometimes we're gonna disagree. Sometimes you're gonna be like, Courtney, you're absolutely crazy. Sometimes I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not crazy, you guys. I'm seeing through the PR. I want to ask you guys a kiki question, right? How do you guys feel about the president potentially banning TikTok? So, in case you guys don't know, it just appears as though the president is a little bit fed up with TikTok and its owners, and it appears as though TikTok did a little switcheroo. Now they have new owners. They're owned by Microsoft, I believe, is what I read in an article, and the president is still looking to ban TikTok. So my question to you guys is, how would you feel if TikTok got banned? I know that for a lot of the girls, it's their income. It's not my income, so personally, I don't care. But I'm very curious to know how you guys feel. You know, we have the Charlie D'Amelios, we have the Hype House, which y'all, we're not even going to talk about the Hype House because I have some personal things that I need to do involving the Hype House and my safety, but I'm not going to get into that because that's my own personal business. Just know that the Hype House, they're a little messy. Very curious. How would you guys feel if all of a sudden you woke up one day and TikTok was gone? It very much to me feels like Vine all over again. Like everyone was obsessed with Vine. I felt very lukewarm about it. People can like name Vines from like 2000 whatever, and I'm like, Ricky Thompson? Like it wasn't my thing, much like TikTok really isn't my thing now. And I really don't care, to be honest. I feel like if you're a creator in this day and age, you need to be on more than one platform. So, Simply Simone is saying he's mad at the Generation Z messing with his campaign. If it gets banned, he'll have to ban the other apps too. And I sort of agree because Twitter is dragging the president. TikTok creators definitely are revealing things about the president as well. Let's see. Manic Minx is saying, I want to know too. I am not on TikTok. Did it get banned in other countries? I think it's banned in India. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's definitely banned in some places in the world, to my knowledge. Just definitely not in the US. Maria is saying a lot of people use it to advertise their small businesses. Other than that, I don't care. And Maria, I guess you make a really good point. So like if I were starting a new business, I definitely would use TikTok ads, Snapchat ads, especially if I'm marketing towards like a younger audience, because the younger kids are definitely all over TikTok. Gabby is saying, people are saying if it gets banned, to change your country to Canada. I guess I don't care enough about TikTok at all to even care. Like, if it gets banned, y'all, it'll be another day in the neighborhood. I promise you that. The yellow chick just showed up and said, hey, everyone. I think I saw Tamara just show up. Hey, Tamara. Girl, you ain't missed nothing. I'm rambling, but we're about to get right into the show, so you're right on time. Ooh, let me sip. Kershell is saying, can we ban COVID-19? Definitely agree. COVID-19 is messing up my whole entire year. Loverfest, canceled. Love on Tour, canceled. Nicki Minaj tour that was gonna happen in my mind, canceled. Like, it's just so many things that I'm like, I wish I could have done. Like, I actually had the money to do for once. Like, y'all, I had the money to do so many things this year for once. And of course, we had to have a whole entire pandemic, shut everything down. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. And I'm rolling up my sleeves because we're about to get into it. So I hope you're rolling up your sleeves too. I hope that you've poured your hot pot of tea and you're ready because we're about to get into it, you guys. We're going to start this off. As you guys know, and if you're new here, I like to start the show off after some positivity with a little segment I like to call You Should See. Now, see could mean watch. Maybe I want you to see something, like see this artist and listen to them. It's basically me forcing stuff on you. And first up, we have to talk about Chloe and Halle, y'all. Of course, they had this sort of performance that they did at the chapel for, I think it was Glad Media they did it for, right? Bam, look at that. Look how they did that, y'all. They were definitely giving us the Spice Girls, y'all. So what we have here is we have Mayhem Miller, and we have Naomi Smalls, and we got Miss Vanjie, and I met Miss Vanjie, and Miss Vanjie's very lovely. And they performed their hit, their smash, Do It in the chapel at the Abbey. For those of you guys that do not live in Los Angeles, the chapel next door to the Abbey is The Abbey is a very popular nightclub. It's sort of like the extension of the huge, very mega popular and successful Abbey bar. And it was very cool. Like, I think I've spent one of my birthdays at the chapel. So it was kind of cool to sort of see them do their thing. I feel like for whatever reason, even though Chloe and Halle are still super popular, they're obviously celebrities, I feel like people are still sleeping on them. You guys, what do you think? I don't get why people aren't all the way connecting. That Do It song, y'all, I feel like that's a song like my little brother could like. He's 14. My mom could like it. Like, she's of a particular age. Like, I love it. So I don't know, y'all. That Ungodly Hour album, y'all need to get into that. It's quicker than a vibe. So for those of y'all that don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of like what I like to call lullaby R&B music, like stuff that's making me go to sleep. Like, I can very much only handle that from a few artists. Jhené Aiko's one of them, and I'll say Tink is another artist that does really good sort of lullaby R&B with just a little bit of a kick. Summer Walker, I'm good. Other artists that kind of sound like that, I'm good on. But Chloe and Halle, I feel like bring sort of like this alternative pop R&B. It's not even really R&B. It's just sort of like it's like alternative pop. That's what I'll call it. How would you guys categorize Chloe and Halle? Because I like them. They need to get their flowers. Even though they're just starting out, they need to get more attention. So please watch that performance. Donna Lee is saying, hey, Courtney, sorry I'm late. Don't worry, y'all. It's Sunday. We easy breezy here. Lily is saying, yes, I agree about Chloe and Halle. Wesley is saying, Chloe and Halle been serving excellence in this quarantine with all these tennis court performances. Wesley, I'm basically ready to move on to Chloe and Halle's tennis court so that I can soak up some of the iconicness of the tennis court. If you guys have no idea what me and Wesley are talking about, you need to go and look up some of Chloe and Halle's quarantine performances. The way that they're able to transform their tennis court into sort of like all these versatile sets, mind-blowing. These young ladies are very talented. However, they are backed by Beyonce, so of course, you should only expect excellence from these young ladies. What did you guys think? Have you seen this performance from Chloe and Halle? You definitely should check it out. Sawyer is saying, any updates on Tamar? Sawyer, we definitely gonna get to Tamar. That is a couple scrolls down on the docket. Maria saying, definitely going to watch. It was such a cute performance. And I like that they included the drag queens as well, because I feel like even though, I'll speak for myself, to me, how I perceive it is like in the gay community, drag queens are super popular. Like there's no way that I could go on Jamba Juice and see Jujubee and not say something like type deal. But I feel like still to like the mainstream audience, like as popular as drag race is, they still sort of get overlooked, and I'm not a fan of that. Kershell is saying Chloe and Halle are so underrated it hurts. Those girls can sing circles around some people on the radio, and I absolutely agree. Ugh. And Kat is just mentioning the fact that it is Spice Girls inspired. Did I not mention that, y'all? Iconic. Do you understand that the Spice Girls are iconic? This performance is iconic in the iconic chapel. Y'all get it. Now, let's get into what a lot of y'all probably clicked on this video for. I'm sure that when I look at the analytics of this video, like 5 days from now, I'm gonna see, because you guys know in the comments, I always leave timestamps so I can see what y'all are going to watch and if y'all are watching the whole thing or not. And I'm sure that at the time that I put, which is probably gonna be a couple seconds after this, it's gonna be, the analytics are gonna go, shoot, it's gonna go right on up because everyone's gonna wanna hear me talk about Beyonce. But let's talk about Beyonce. Why not? Let's get into it. Bam. Black is King premiered, and you guys, did you see it? Is your wig still on? I personally am still trying to recover, to be honest. It was definitely some sort of event. As someone that is a casual Beyonce fan, I have to be honest and say that I was just sort of going into it expecting to be a little entertained and feel as though maybe the Beehive was just being extra. However, I have to say that Black is King was a 100 out of 10. Stellar, dynamite, absolute event and experience. Let's move on. This was a visual, film, musical experience. Like, y'all, Jay-Z, we had Tina Knowles, we had Lupita, and we had Pharrell. And I just enjoyed the fact that Beyonce, she created this sort of as like a dedication to her son. You get what I'm saying? So he'll grow up and really feel proud. Now, if you guys haven't seen it, it definitely is only on Disney Plus right now, but maybe with some time, they'll put it on other services, or maybe they'll offer it on Tidal. We'll have to see. Now, if you don't know what it is, it's described as like a celebratory memoir for the world on the Black experience. It's about a young king's transcendent journey through betrayal, love, and self-identity. That's the statement that Disney and Beyonce's Parkwood put out. His ancestors helped guide him toward his destiny, and with his father's teachings and guidance from his childhood love, he earns the virtues needed to reclaim his home, and not only his home, but the throne, bitch. Woo! And it wasn't just that. Beyonce had us up there. Listen, y'all should know that Beyonce is really going to give it to y'all when she's up there with a sick old nasty braid. She got up there with a sick old nasty braid. She got up there with some iconic fashions. You guys, if you have not seen this, I would not let this week go by without giving it just giving it some of your time. Like, you guys, this is something that filmed in South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria. They also filmed it in New York, Los Angeles, London, and Belgium. Like, this is not something that is like, you know, a cute little, oh, we made a little music video. Oh, we made a little 30-minute whatever. Beyonce put her money, her blood, her sweat in it. Look at her. Look at the fashions. Look at the imagery. I was blown away. So I can only imagine how the Beehive felt about it, because I'm not a stan of Beyonce. I've always been a casual fan. I've seen B-Day. I have the DVD. Like, I've been through Beyonce through all of her stages and phases, especially in terms of Destiny's Child. But I feel like as I've gotten older, I don't know what it was. I want to say after that, Beyonce put out the album in 2013 when I was at the Disney College program, and I feel like something changed, not with her, but maybe with me, or maybe with her. And I just felt like all of a sudden the internet woke up and they said Beyonce was the one, the only. And I don't know, y'all. I didn't see it the way that they saw it, although I still very much enjoyed her. And I think that that's when I realized that I was a casual fan. This is the kind of material that will make you want to stan. You get what I'm saying? This is the kind of material that's going to make you want to go back and listen, not only to The Gift, but it's going to make you want to go back and listen to what else Beyonce has put out. It's going to make me, for sure, definitely go back and give Lemonade a more thorough look, a deeper listen. You get what I'm saying? Something else that I thoroughly also enjoyed, bitch, Beyonce love her some Kelly Rowland. And y'all know we love Kelly Rowland here on this channel, and so it was very nice to sort of see her and Beyonce share sort of like these tender moments. You know what I mean? I very much feel as though Kelly Rowland is still very underrated, and shout out to Beyonce for always raising her friends up, because I know that if I were a millionaire, y'all, let me just keep it real. If I was Kylie, if I had some Kylie money, listen, me and my squad, y'all wouldn't see a picture without us. We would be rolling deep, coins on jingle, dollars on bills, period. So I always enjoy that. Like I said before, it had so many cameos. Girl, get into this. The Black Excellence. You know, I felt really good after watching it. Already is my favorite song. That's a rump shaker. That's a booty quaker. And I really also enjoyed the brown skin girl moment. We had Blue Ivy singing, y'all. Blue Ivy also basically stole the show. So you definitely need to check it out. Like I said before, it's only on Disney Plus right now. Like I said, it might be pushed to other platforms, but that's something that we're just gonna have to see, you guys. This is something I feel like y'all might gotta just pay that little $6 just see Beyonce one time. That might be being extra. Please don't like go hungry trying to watch Beyonce. But like, I guess what I'm trying to say is I very much felt like it was worth it. Get Disney Plus. If you don't have it yet, you might as well just get it and get your little Disney movies along with it. If not for anything, y'all, get Disney Plus for the 30 days. Watch Beyonce. Get your little kids something to kiki over for the little 30 days, and then girl, cancel it on the slide. Get your ass back over there to Hulu and watch them little cartoons on over there and do that. Definitely check it out. If you have seen it, tell me what your favorite part is, and let me see what y'all talking about. Wesley saying Naomi Campbell is in it. Naomi is queen. I agree. I see my girl, Miss Mika, and she's here in black. I see my girl, Miss Mika. Yeah, she came right back. Hey, girl. Hey, Mika. Always good to see you. Lily is saying Coachella, Black is King, the amount of work, details, and Black excellence. I absolutely agree. Yamale is saying, where can I watch this? Disney Plus. Lily is saying worldwide, honey. Worldwide, honey. Amanda is saying looks like a lot of money and thought went into it, and absolutely agree. I think I read somewhere, or maybe I heard that Beyonce put her own money into this. So she set up the budget. And y'all, if you look at those fashions, if you look at those creations, you're going to say, what budget? Beyonce said, whatever it is, I have to have it. Whatever I envision, we're going to do it. However the story has to be told visually, bitch, we're going to do it. And she said, swipe it and invoice me later. And honestly, it probably didn't even make a dent in Beyonce and Jay-Z's wallet. And whew, wouldn't that be the life, y'all, to just live with no type of financial limit? I'm sure the problems that come with it are, I couldn't even imagine, but just for a little bit, just for a moment, just a taste of that kind of Beyonce lifestyle. I could almost taste it. Can y'all taste it, y'all? I could taste it a little bit. One day. Clarissa is asking, what exactly is it? Is it a music video? It's not a music video. It's 85 minutes long, you guys. This is sort of like, it's like a retelling of The Lion King through the songs on The Gift, using all sorts of Afro-futuristic imagery. Something that I felt like Beyonce did that was very important was she took elements from the past, it felt like, and she brought it to 2020 and pushed it even further so that not only people today in 2020 can understand it, those that have seen The Lion King maybe back in the 90s can understand it, and those that have seen neither, those that are maybe being born today right this second, 20 years down the line can look back and still understand what's going on. Because the values, the morals, the lessons in the music, they're very apparent and obvious. So I think that transcends how you feel about Beyonce, how you feel about R&B music, how you feel about Afro beats. It's the lessons that are taught. And as a Black person, it just made me feel proud. It makes me feel like if I were a father, one day when I become a father, this will be something that I want to show my kids. Because growing up, you guys, to be honest, a lot of my Black history was whitewashed. And it's very comforting to live in a day and age where not just me, everyone I know is proud to be Black, and we live in our melanin, our magic. We see the magic in our melanin, and we can put our best face, our best skin, our best stories, our best fashions, our best art forward. My favorite thing about it, just to wrap it up for you guys, my favorite thing about it was just the fact that it shined a spotlight on all of these smaller designers that might not have gotten the recognition otherwise. So of course, you know, designers, hairologists, set designers, lighting people, dancers, actors, everyone that took part in this, they all had to sign NDAs. Couldn't talk about it. And now they're able to come out and be like, oh yeah, those are my hair extensions. Here's a link to my store. Yeah, those are my blazers. Here's a link to my store, to my boutique. So, you know, Beyonce really has given back to her community, and she's given back to her community. You can't be mad at it, y'all. I love it. Shout out to Beyonce. Manic Minx was saying, she was all over the world traveling. Mika is saying, love the Disney Channel. Love Disney Channel Plus. Kershella is explaining that it's a short film. Love how Adele matched the fashion in her fangirl post to Beyonce. I did have that. I don't know why I didn't load that up. I didn't think that y'all would care that much, but Adele did have like a cute picture and the little suit that Beyonce had on with the print on. I said, look at you, Adele. You're really part of the Beehive. Do y'all think Adele and Beyonce would ever come out with a single together? Because I'm here for that. I'm not even going to lie. I'm here for it. Ooh, dropping my phone, y'all. What's going on here? Let's move on and switch gears. I love when I say switch gears and I don't drive. Let's talk about Tamar Braxton, especially because Sawyer had asked about it early. What's going on with Miss Tamar Braxton? Well, y'all, it looks like we've reached the end of the road. In a good way, right? So for those of you guys that do not know, Tamar Braxton, I've been covering this story for a few weeks now. Tamar Braxton, hey Dark Angel, I see you. You're not late, you right on time. Tamar Braxton was sort of like in a battle with WeTV in terms of her show. It was like Tamar Braxton Get Your Life, which was supposed to be sort of like, look at Tamar Braxton as a well-rounded, a fully well-rounded and realized woman, businesswoman, mother, what have you. The trailer comes out. It's very much giving Tamar Braxton. It's showing us, the audience, that she's, you know, the angry Black woman, and that's awful. Mona Scott Young, the producer of Love and Hip Hop, was producing the show. All of a sudden, we're not surprised. Now, Tamar Braxton unfortunately tried to take her own life. She was very stressed out and anxious, and she felt defeated by the whole thing. You know, imagine you guys taping something to show the world that you're one way and all of a sudden the trailer comes out and you look like an asshole. I would be livid because I'm a person that hates being misunderstood. So what has happened? WeTV had the nerve to put out a statement, you guys. And this is what they said. They said, Tamar Braxton has been an important part of our network family for more than a decade. As she focuses on her health and recovery at what is clearly a difficult and personal time, we will work with her representatives to honor her request to end all future work for the network. Now, Tamar had tweeted someone and said that the network is lying, no one has been in contact with her, and they're doing everything in their power to end her. Awful. At least, I'll say this. One, at least she's free from her contract. She didn't want to, she was saying that WeTV wasn't bringing any positivity to her or her family or the demons that she was battling in the past that WeTV allegedly drug up and brought to the forefront on national television. The question I want to ask you guys, the rebels, is should reality TV stars be able to draw the line? Hey, Celine, I see you. Should reality TV stars be able to draw the line? Should they be able to look at a producer and say, hey, I don't want this put in? Listen, we're going to get into a discussion about that, of course, later on when we get into our Housewives update. But I'm curious, you know, if you were a producer and you know, and you found out rather, that Tamar was very much struggling mentally, very much thinking about taking her own life, would you continue to edit her in the way that she was edited? Even knowing that it was going to be another hit on her mental health? I don't know if I could sleep at night, you guys, sitting up there looking at footage and trying to put together storylines and being like, well, Tamar said, don't put this in, so I can't put this in. Amy is saying yes. Tatiana is saying yes, it's their life. J.R. Ripa is saying yes, they are humans. Patless is saying that is a slippery slope because reality is reality, right? You bring up a very interesting point. When you go on reality TV, you guys, I imagine that they, you know, send you some paperwork and they say, listen, this is how it's going to go. We are going to film your life. What happens, happens. Of course, maybe we'll, you know, stage you some places, but all in all, it's going to be your life. If you say you're not the angry black woman that we've been painting you out to be on other series, this is your chance to show us and the world that you're not that girl. And it appears as though Tamar tried to do that, but how did we wind up with the trailer? That's my question. It's awful. Patless is saying Hollywood doesn't sleep. They just worried about money. Remember that one, honey. And Chelly is saying the Kardashians do it. But the thing with that is, Chelly, is the Kardashians are executive producers on their own show. Do y'all feel like maybe Tamar should have fought to have some sort of producer credit on the show? That sucks. I'll ask you guys this. If you guys were on reality TV, you don't have to tell us what it is. Are there certain parts of your life that you would not want to show to everyone in the world? Because you got to think, it ain't just America that's watching Tamar Braxton. There's people all over the world, the entire globe, that are watching the Braxtons. Morena is saying, I think at a certain extent, something like this, of course. Yamale is saying, no, they should ask the person who was on the show permission first. They want more money themselves. Now, Tamara is saying, yes, they should. Now, you guys, I hear you. Believe me, I hear you. Which also, if you just joining me today, hello, you could get one of these speculation, not confirmation merch items down below if you want. Just saying. If you're just joining us, though, I'm just saying. If you haven't gotten yours already, I'm just saying. I want to ask you guys, though, right? So let's just say you're dealing with a reality TV star and you just know they're going to be huge, but the best parts of their lives are the messier moments, the drunk nights, the blackouts, the fighting in the club, you know, full-on Bad Girls Club. And then at the end of it all, you've got all the good footage, but then you sit down with your star. Or, you know, and they're like, well, I don't want that put in, and I don't want that put in, and I don't want that put in, and I don't want that put in. you guys, as the producer, then what show do you have, right? Good example. What show do you have? Because I'm not watching the Little Mix show because they're all friends and they kiki, and like after the second week of them all getting along and kikiing, what else is there? However, I definitely will be tuning in to the Pussycat Doll show every single week because, girl, who knows what's going on? Does what's her name over there really want to sing? Because Nicole is still singing all of the lines. Ooh, is there a side eye over there? Because I need to catch that. You get what I'm saying? It's such a thin line, and I wonder where we draw the line, because there has to be drama, because we have to have something to want to watch. I guess we're attracted to that drama by nature. If you cutting out all the drama, then we ain't got no show. So what do we do, y'all? Tamara is saying, Tamar hasn't really been the same since her and Vince split up. What about her baby boy? This is so sad. I absolutely agree, Tamara. And my thing is this, y'all. Oh, let me read a few comments and I'm going to tell y'all something. Gabby is saying, for me, it would be to a certain extent. My private life is mine. I would share what I could control. That was very insightful, Gabby. Lily is saying, Kardashians have control of the show. Don't be fooled. Light drama. Yeah, they have control of the show. Of course you're going to have control of the show that you produce. They produce their own show. Tamar does not produce the show that she's on right now. Sharon is saying, if she died, what show would they have? And Sharon, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. We TV. Y'all pushing. What would have happened if Tamar would have lost her life that night? Y'all would have been sitting up there looking stupid. End of the network. Next network. In the graveyard like Spike Network. Wesley is saying, speaking of Pussycat Dolls, they drop React. Where's the rest? Where is more? Wesley, it's a wrap. Wesley, they must be waiting until we could go outside and breathe air again. I've been questioning that for a minute because Pussycat Dolls, y'all, definitely dropped React. They went over and they did Genetics over on Meghan Trainor's album, the last one she put out, and we ain't heard not a lip move from none of the Pussycat Dolls. I don't get it. I don't know. Shout out to Lady T-Joy. She's saying, maybe people shouldn't sign up to be on reality TV if they don't want people to see their reality. Live life as you live with the town parrot. However, if producers are portraying a fake life, just know. And Dark Angel is saying, true, people want to see the drama. It's a very much a power struggle, I imagine. You know, because of course you want to go on TV, or I'll speak for myself. If I was going on TV, y'all, I don't even know. I'm just going to try to give y'all the most entertaining story. I'm going to make it fun. I'm going to give y'all the kiki to the kiki. I'm going to be thinking, okay, y'all, we're going to give you some good GIF moments when the show come out. Like, I'm going to give it to y'all. I'm going to give y'all good TV, but not at the expense of when the cameras turn off. Like, I'm in some shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? When the cameras turn off, my life need to be still feeling like, yeah, if I go outside, somebody might see me and be like, oh my God, but it's not going to feel like, oh my God, you're an asshole when you did that to Sarah on that show. You get what I'm saying? I wish that it didn't have to be as serious. I wish we could have seen Tamar, grow a business, hang out with her family, be a mom. I wish we could have seen that. Like Tamara said, it's a very, very sad situation. Kershell said, you mean Nicole and the other girls. Now, Kershell, you better stop. I'm not saying you wrong, but you better stop. Okay, y'all. We're going to shift gears. And we're going to talk about Demi Lovato. And I don't want to say anything bad about Demi Lovato. I'll let y'all say anything bad about Demi Lovato. It is a safe space. But as we all know, Demi Lovato is engaged, and that's good news. Congratulations to Demi and Max. Demi's got something in store for you guys. She's very excited about this new engagement, so I just want to tell you what Demi is up to, and I want to hear what you guys think. Definitely, I want to hear what you guys think. So, Demi's not actually in a rush to get married, you guys. Someone, a little snitch, a little source, went into Hollywood Life and said that she's not in any rush and will take her time planning, but she's very excited and she didn't waste any time getting started, right? So, The source is also saying that Max worships Demi and he's the first one to admit it. He thinks she's the most beautiful, most talented, the funniest, the strongest. I mean, the list goes on. He's openly in awe of her and it's been so good for her. To have that kind of validation and support is incredible. Of course, it's a two-way street. Demi's just as crazy about him. It's the sweetest thing ever to see how in love they are. Now, I'm just saying it that way for the kiki to the kiki. Congrats, Demi. Truthfully, honestly. Demi somewhere going, bitch. But truthfully, shout out to Demi, shout out to Max. I want to know what y'all think about this next part. And hold on to your wigs. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Bam. Now, Demi will be sharing more about their relationship with her fans because she's busy working on a documentary series for YouTube about her life, and her love story with Max will be included. So fans are going to get to know a lot more about their love story. Now, you guys, how do you feel about Demi Lovato and Max having a YouTube series where they talk about their engagement? We catch up with Demi and, we get into those things. How do you guys feel about that? The only reason I ask is because I personally felt like when Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber, the Biebers, if you will, when they did their Facebook series, they did like a YouTube series. It was like Memories, I think. Don't even correct me if I'm wrong. I don't care. When Justin and Hailey did they did a YouTube thing. Maybe it was called Seasons or some shit like that. Seasons. And then they did a Facebook thing. It just kind of felt like overkill to me. I don't know if Max and Demi will feel like overkill. We haven't heard from Demi in a while in terms of her just sitting and talking to a camera. I personally enjoy watching Demi on camera more so than the music lately. I'll speak for lately. It just feels to me a little bit like, it feels like forced promo, maybe because we haven't heard a lot from her. It feels very Scooter-esque, and I don't want to sound very Stanish right now, but it feels very Scooter-esque. And I feel like, why we ain't getting no Ariana documentary? I want an Ariana documentary. What the hell? And I know I do this like every 5 weeks. What the hell is Carly Rae Jepsen up to? Where's the Carly Rae Jepsen documentary? As far as I can see, she just be hanging out with her man and that's it. But like, I want to see it. Yamale is saying, I would love to watch that series. Wesley is saying it's always like this when it comes to Scooter's cult members. I mean Scooter's clients getting engaged. Lady T Joy is saying, didn't they just get together like yesterday? How much of a story could they have? Now, Lady T Joy, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Because if you're new, you should go and watch a couple episodes back on the day that, was it the Demi Lovato Finsta day that we were talking about Max? Or maybe it was one of these episodes where we discussed Max and Demi and how he very much had an infatuation with Selena Gomez in the past. And we were kind of like, how does Demi feel about, dating a Selena Gomez stan? And now here we are. She's getting married to the Selena Gomez stan. And I'm not even trying to be messy. I just would wonder how she feels about that. If she even thinks about that at all, honestly. Lydia saying, yes, Courtney, I thought of the same thing. Courtney, I don't know what will happen with Demi and Max. JR is saying, I don't care. I didn't watch any of it. Won't watch this either. I might check out, it's a series, it's saying. I wish it were just like 1 hour. Like Demi had the 1 hour, 30 minute maybe thing where she was like, I'm going to beat that bitch up. That's like one of my favorite Demi things she's ever done ever in her entire career is that part, that one slither in the documentary where she was like, I'm going to beat that bitch up. That gave me life. That had me like, whoo, Demi, yes, give it to us. But I don't know. I might watch an episode or two to check it out, right? Because, of course, you guys might want me to talk about it. So I definitely might check it out just to see what it is, what she's going to be doing. Maybe I might find Demi a lot more likable after this. And I'm okay with that. Gabby is saying we don't need another Justin or Demi documentary. We need a Selena one. Y'all, we getting that little Selena Gomez Cooking with Selena on HBO, right? We getting that because I definitely have that. that app, HBO, because I was watching Legendary. So don't worry about Selena. Y'all, Selena is coming. Selena is just cooking. That's all she's doing, and that's what I would prefer. JR is saying, agreed, how long have they really, really been together? It really hasn't been that long. Shout out to Mally. Hey, Mally. Glad that you can make it. Joey is saying, Scooter keeps trying to make his problematic artist relatable. I personally don't need that type of negative energy in my life. Thank you, next. Me, same. Shout out to Demi. She's getting engaged. She's getting married. It will be a big event. Do you think that Demi and Max will be chasing each other around with water guns like at Justin's wedding? That would be funny. Alyssa is saying, I'm bored of Demi. Never been a fan. Yikes. Y'all are dragging Demi. Alicia said, oh, hell no. Same. Me. LOL. Well, that answers that question. The majority of y'all are not interested. Not that interested in a look inside Max and Demi's relationship. Well, you guys, something that I am interested in is Real Housewives. If you guys are new, this actually is sort of like a newer thing that I'm doing on my channel where I love to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Just a real quick little update. Now, something that I very much love about Real Housewives of Atlanta are the blogs. I follow a few. If you're a Real Housewives of Atlanta fan, I definitely recommend reading Love B. Scott. That's one of my favorite blogs in general. Love B. Scott. And when the season comes back, you guys need to check out the Binge Worthy channel. Justin Diego, he is an amazing content creator, and a lot of his content is like heavily focused on Real Housewives of Atlanta. He is just Black excellence. He is like what I aspire to be. Like if I woke up tomorrow and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a blogger and I'm gonna be focused on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I would want to be Justin Diego. He's just top-notch, God tier creator. So check out the Binge Worthy channel. I am just going to dip my toes in and give you guys a little bit of an update on what we've learned in terms of storylines that potentially could be filming right now as we speak, you guys. So I don't know why I'm whispering like you guys have babies. But real quick, let's just touch every single housewife that we know for sure has confirmed, not confirmed, whatever. Bam. Kandi. Now, Kandi is not just filming Real Housewives of Atlanta and working on more spinoffs, because you know she's a spinoff queen, but she's moved into sort of producing specials for Bravo, the network. We'll get to see her maybe expand her brand, which we know, in my eyes, especially Kandi is a mogul. She always is able to turn something into some sort of business idea. If you guys don't watch, if you're into business, you definitely need to check this out because Kandi gets it done. And plus, we'll also get to see how Kandi is a businesswoman while also juggling her newborn, because Kandi actually just had a baby not too long ago, baby Blaze. Come on, girl. You can check out Kandi on the show The Chi right now. I haven't seen it, definitely have to check it out, but if you watch The Chi, I'm sure you know and you love Kandi already. Now we got Portia. Now we know Portia from back in the day, you guys, as being fun-loving. She was like the queen of Thoughtlandia at one point. But more recently, I've really been enjoying Portia's activism. So I'm thinking that we'll see a little bit more of that this season. Recently, she was even arrested. Like she was arrested for protesting for Breonna Taylor. And I feel like it was definitely sort of like a full circle moment, you guys, because when Portia first came on the show, she thought that the Underground Railroad was an actual railroad. You guys, we've come a long way. Now, we got Kenya, and if you guys know I love me some Kenya Moore, I didn't, actually, to be honest. As a viewer of the show, I wasn't that big of a fan of Kenya, but actually through meeting her, at my job over at Holly Scoop, we got to interview her, and you guys, I can't lie, I will not slander her name. Kenya is one of the nicest celebrities I've ever met, and it definitely changes how I look at the show a little bit, and I love that about her. Right now, Kenya and her husband, Mark, you know Mark, y'all, they're working on their marriage, they're trying to work things out, but things right now are still a little bit rocky. It's likely that we're going to see that throughout the season, but she's going to be focusing on expanding her hair care line. You know we love Black women in business. And she's going to be showing us the advertisements featuring her daughter, Brooklyn Doris Daly, who is so freaking cute. And of course, y'all know we also interviewed Miss Cynthia Bailey. I love Cynthia. I definitely have grown to love her even more. And something that Cynthia is definitely going to be working on this season is her and Mike Hill, who she's engaged to. They're planning a wedding, but the coronavirus pandemic all but has put a stop to these plans. So who knows, y'all? We might be seeing some bells still ring-a-ling-a-linging and maybe just with some masks on, but we'll have to see. Now, when it comes to ROG, Nene, I'm sure fans of the show, y'all are wondering what's going on with the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, Hollywood Life, they've got a source. They've exclusively learned why Nene still hasn't signed her contract and agreed to return. So she's not officially part of the cast yet. She might have gotten a letter and the number was not looking right. Now, the source is saying she wants to be paid what she feels she deserves and she knows her worth. But it's also about receiving support to ensure it's no longer the work environment where she feels set up and attacked just for good TV. Now, you guys know we just talked about Tamar Braxton previously and feeling sort of like this show sets her up to be sort of like an angry black woman type. And maybe the same thing is going on with Nene Leakes. It seems, every season she's having some sort of battle. It seems very like the cast against Nene. And it doesn't really make exactly for enjoyable TV, not like in the earlier seasons. So hopefully they're able to reach some sort of like agreement so that we can get more positive Nene moments. Because Nene was like, watching the show, she was like our homegirl. She was funny. She was fun-loving. She always gave us the great one-liners, and she still does. But like, I think that we're all ready for a brand new story and for us as the audience to see Nene like turn over a new leaf. Like, girl, what else you got? Now, on to the new women. Just a quick little update. Now, when it comes to Miss Drew Sidora, it has been years of her almost joining the cast, but it seems to be that she's finally ready to take a bite out of her first peach, and she's prepping to tape with the rest of the ladies. Now, her and my other girl, LaToya Forever, which you guys know, I told you guys last week, she is a YouTuber. I used to watch her a lot back in the day. Her and LaToya have basically been brought in, like I told you guys previously, to sort of sway the show in a younger direction. We've sort of seen this happen on Real Housewives of Potomac, where they bring in like younger women, or they bring in sort of like more of a celebrity talent, like they've done that on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills as well. They're trying to just get more ratings. They're trying to make the show a little bit younger. Now, when it comes to LaToya, there's sort of been like a holdup with her peach because her husband right now has been fighting the filming. They don't want maybe her kids on the show. So if he can't seem to really get on board with the show, then it seems like she'll be demoted to a friend before she even really gets the ball rolling. Now, if you guys are Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans, then you might not know that that is a situation that happened with Miss Sutton. And I know some of you guys don't like Sutton at all. I think Sutton is fantastic, especially right now. I love her. Sutton was supposed to be a housewife, but her husband or ex-husband, she's going through something right now, he didn't want the children being filmed. So Bravo said, no kids, no diamond, you are a friend of the show. So please stick around for Real Housewives of Atlanta when it returns to see basically who actually is going to hold the peach and who is going to be a friend of the show, like our good sisters Tanya Sam and Marlo Hampton, who also is a legend and an icon in herself. Now, real quick, bam. Let me get over here, y'all. Oh my God. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills also came out this week. Really quick episode recap for you guys. Even if you don't watch the show, I'm very curious to know what you guys would think if you were put in this situation. It seems like the theme of my show this week is all about reality TV and boundaries. Right? So the show, basically, this episode, the ladies, they go to Rome, you guys. If you don't watch, they're all really rich. They go to Rome to hang out. Oh, darling. Yes. So we have the original girls in there. Dorit, Erica, Rinna, Kyle, and Teddi, they go first. And then Garcelle and Denise Richards, who was on the show, they showed up separately. Sutton had passport problems, so her ass showed up super late. And I'm having passport problems too right now. So I totally feel her on that. So basically, I look at this week's episode, you guys, as Teddi earning her diamond for the next season. There's been sort of rumors going on with Miss Denise Richards. and Brandi Glanville. Brandi Glanville told the group basically, hey, Denise Richards has been talking about all of you guys, and then bam, on top of that, we slept together. If you guys don't know, Denise Richards is married. She has a husband. She has kids. She's in a custody agreement with her ex-husband, Charlie Sheen. Tiger Blood, for those of you guys that know Charlie Sheen. So Brandi revealed all and sort of left it up to the group to sort of bring it up to Denise when they felt comfortable enough. And of course, we had Lisa Rinna, who I feel like she didn't want to be the big mouth to sort of spill the beans like she's sort of done in the past. So the weight of it all sort of fell on Teddi, and Teddi let everyone know at the table that apparently, maybe, Brandi and Denise Richards had sex. Now, y'all, if you were Denise Richards, let's get Denise off the screen. Bam. Bye, Denise. If you were Denise and you, like, this is what I mean. Like, is this too much for reality TV? The reason why is, you know, she's in a custody agreement with Charlie Sheen. She has a brand. She very much is a real celebrity. She's not a reality star. I don't know how she wound up on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but this woman is someone that has been in the business. Did the ladies take it too far, bringing that up and putting it out in the open? You guys, the show in the beginning, in the trailer, it made us believe that maybe Denise was being unreasonable in terms of her not wanting this being aired on TV. So to paint the picture for you guys, you're at dinner. Teddi says, hey, Denise, I've heard that you and Brandi had sex. Immediately, you can tell Denise is like frazzled. I think she was shocked. I think she was surprised. And then she sort of does this like, bravo, bravo, bravo. Don't put this in. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Please don't air any of this. Which I guess in previous seasons, it's been said that, you know, when you don't want something aired in the final edit of the show, you sort of mess up the content by shouting bravo, bravo, bravo. Because, you know, on reality TV, you're never really allowed to break that fourth wall. And it just so seems, it appears, I think it's fair to speculate, you guys, that Bravo said, well, you know what? We can't, this is like almost too juicy for us to pass up, so we almost have to use all of it. So in the trailer, you can sort of see like Denise coming in, sitting down for the interview, addressing the producers just in a way that was very much breaking the fourth wall. If this was your personal business, if you were married, you guys, is a question I'm asking you. If you're married and you and your husband maybe had an agreement secretly behind the scenes off of the show that maybe you could hook up with someone who's currently not on the show. Like Brandi was not on the show. She's not a main cast member. Would you be upset if that information came out on the show? That's what I want to ask you guys, because it very much was dramatic. Sharon is saying she played dumb. Her grandfather was a major guy in the fight for equal justice and rights. She used to go on march and civil protests at 8 years old. Shelly is saying they're ganging up on Denise Richards. I don't like that. Alyssa saying, I love something. Me too. Grace is saying, I've been waiting to find out what was going on there. I don't have Bravo here. Grace is saying, yes, that's personal. I feel like it's very personal as well. You know, watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, any Real Housewives show, any reality show, you get ready and you wait for the drama. You know, they build it up and you wait for it. We waited several episodes to sort of see this drama, you know, blow up. And I don't know, you guys. I felt a little icky watching it. I ain't gonna lie. I felt bad for Denise. Because I felt like maybe it was something that she definitely was trying to make sure it didn't come out on the show. And in the end, it's out there. And it's like, you know, I look at it this way. What if she didn't have that conversation with her kids first? What if actually she didn't have an agreement with her husband? Now her husband knows. And then the conversation goes from iconic soap actress Denise Richards to, I don't even want to say it in a slanderous way, but then it goes from that to Denise Richards hooking up with Brandi Glanville. Like, you know what I mean? And it was very weird. Amanda saying that's so sad. That's real life. I couldn't do it. I would flip out. y'all, I think I would flip out too. I think Bravo would have to like carry me out of there on some security type shit. I think I would lose it, especially after a couple drinks. You know, on Housewives, they be drinking, y'all. A lot of those moments that are our favorite moments are definitely due to alcohol. So I wonder, where do we draw the line, you guys? That's really the key question, y'all. Where do we draw the line on reality TV? Like, where do we say, like, enough is enough? Lydia is saying, to be honest, I think I would be shocked, and it is very personal. It can be uncomfortable, and it should be behind the scenes. Joey is saying, if Denise isn't open publicly about her sexuality, it's no one's place to put that information out there. Joey, you bring up a very, very, very excellent point. Perfect. Now, Brandi, when she was telling the story, it's almost like, why did Brandi tell the story, right? Because if Denise is not open about her sexuality, you can't be going around telling people. Brandi's open about her sexuality, so I guess she could say she's just telling her experience, but she can't tell her experience without outing Denise. Because even if she said, hey, someone we knew, I hooked up with someone we knew, eventually production would have been doing the digging, I imagine. Production would have done the digging to bring that story to light. I think that there was something that happened on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills back in the day where, it might have been Taylor, where Taylor was in a domestic abuse. Y'all need to watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Y'all need to get into it. They be getting into some real shit on that one. Taylor was maybe being abused by her husband, and it was something that I think they agreed to not talk about on the show until it was like, the story just like wouldn't make sense all the way to us unless it was put out there. So it was like the producers probably looked like, well, we either slash Brandi not showing up for this entire scene, or what, we have the ladies fight over Dorit being late and wearing excellent fashions again? I don't know, y'all. I do want to say this. I'm living for Miss Garcelle, and she has to have another season. I definitely want Sutton to get promoted. I feel like Sutton has like more stories with her. I also enjoy the fact that Sutton is Southern. I love when Sutton has her little Southern moments that pop out here and there. There was a moment recently on one of the episodes where Sutton and Garcelle were sort of just like having classic Housewives conversation at like a lunch table, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. I love it. Shout out to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, we're gonna move on, y'all, because you know I was not going to let this hour go by. I don't even know what time it is. I don't even know how long I've been talking. I have the thing that I used to stream. It's like over the clock. I can't see. It's fine. Let's talk about the VMA nominations. Now, we're not going to talk too much in depth on it. I just want to say, first of all, congrats to Ariana Grande. Congrats to Lady Gaga. Whether you feel like Scooter brought the nominations, I know a lot of people are like, Scooter brought the nominations, that's how Ariana got so many. No, Ariana's talented as hell. We gotta be honest, y'all. Ariana's talented as hell. That's our girl. We got, come on, don't do that. I will say, for the VMAs to be my favorite award show, it hurts me to have to sit up here and say that I think they missed the mark. They missed the mark. Some of our faves were not nominated. Also, I think it's important to note that the VMAs are Video Music Awards, right? So even if the album is light years ahead, it can be easy to forget that this is not like the Grammys. We're not like voting on which song do you like the most. It's very much about the music video. The VMAs were like the reason I started doing music video reactions anyway. So shout out to the VMAs. First of all, I want to ask you guys, and then I'm going to cover the chat and then get into my moment, because then I want to come back and see what y'all said. I want to know, you guys, who were you looking to see that did not get nominated in the big categories? And go. I'm going to move this over so I can't see you. And then I'm going to tell you guys who I felt. Let me get rid of the VMAs thing, girl. Y'all got to go. Y'all in my way. Go ahead. Go on now. Get. Bam. Y'all, I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to tell y'all just a few people that I felt like, well, damn, how did y'all forget them? And first, the obvious. Bitch, how y'all forget Dua? How y'all forget Miss Do? I really, truly want to know. Like, you mean to tell me that Dua Lipa gets nominated for like a technical award, but you mean to tell me she don't get like best pop, best female that ate that, best this music video, she looked like a green dream, best your faves all cowered in fear when Future Nostalgia dropped. Like, y'all, like, I don't understand. Who was in that room? Y'all, who was in that room when they decided that Miss Dula Peep did not deserve one of the top categories? I truly was confused, and I truly was flabbergasted, to be honest. Now, of course, we have to talk about Harry the Styles. Bitch, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all because, once again, technical awards are nothing at all. I don't understand. Adore you? Are you serious? Sure, technically, directorially, I don't even know if that's a word. Directorially, it's iconic. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It tells a story. It's excellent. I don't understand how the music videos don't get no goddamn nominations in the big categories. Like, I'm not saying that Harry has to sweep, but like, damn, can we get a chance? I just don't understand. You know what? I don't know if the VMAs do their thing on like popularity or what. No, because it can't be, y'all, because Dua popular as fuck. Dua's ass should have been up on that in the big categories, and in my opinion, Harry's ass should have been up there too. I'm just curious. I want to move on and also say, definitely, of course, we can't escape without talking about La Gomez, bitch. We gotta talk about Salili, because even though it was not the most visually impactful, I will say overall impact in terms of her return definitely should have gotten some sort of big nomination. And I just felt like they was like, oh, well, there she go. There goes Selena. Also, you know who I just thought of real quick, and it should have been on my list and it wasn't? Yo, where the fuck was BTS? BTS was nowhere to be found as far as I saw. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong, y'all. But I didn't see BTS up there nowhere, and I was very surprised that I did not see them. You know that BTS is very popular, and I guess you know what it is, you guys. The VMAs, they're a fan voted award, right? To my knowledge, maybe they might not be anymore, but I thought they were fan voted. Y'all know whatever category BTS is in, they gonna win. So maybe they don't want the show to be like some sort of like weird landslide. But I wouldn't look at it as weird. I would just look at it as the Army don't play that. So what, y'all scared? I don't like that. Why do award shows do that? Why do award shows they like rig the results? Why do they do that? Like Teen Choice Awards do that. They like say David Dobrik is gonna be here, or like they say your faves are gonna be here, and then they like give the award to somebody else. Like, how the fuck that work? Like, the people that really deserve it don't get the awards. And that's a mess. Yamale is saying, Harry... Thank God y'all can't see that. I dropped my magnifying glass. Yamale is saying, wait, where Yamale went? Yamale is gone. Where Yamale went? Oh, Yamale said, Harry Styles should have won. I agree. I don't really understand why they playing with Harry. It's not cute. But you know what, you guys? I have to say this. Let's not even be upset, right? Because, like I said, these are just awards for the music videos. Let's wait until the Grammys, bitch, because you know everyone I mentioned before, Dua, Harry, Salili, and BTS, they better be sweeping at the Grammys. I'm not playing. BTS better come out with more than one Grammy. Blackpink too. Just because they deserve. Like, the K-pop girls definitely have some of the best videos, and I'm sick of our mainstream North American organizations and award groups ignoring that, because we want the awards to go to the people that deserve them. You feel me? Okay, now, y'all, it's about that time. First of all, if you've made it this far, let me get my phone because we're about to get information, bitch. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. If you're watching right now, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up. If you are ready for Ellen DeGeneres, all of this news, please, may I please have some crystal balls or green hearts in the chat. I know you guys like to use green hearts. Let me know that you're ready. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you check out the merch because we're about to get into Ellen. Ellen said, girl, I might leave this show. Let me know. Boss Lady Bluford says, hi guys. Hey. Dark Angel is saying, Courtney, do you think Selena will get a Grammy? Dark Angel, I'm thinking that Selena may get a Grammy. Definitely a nomination for sure. I'm not so sure if she'll take it home. It just depends on who she's nominated against. All right, y'all. It's about that time. Let's get her up on the screen. Let's get her up on the Megatron. I love how I call it the Megatron. Bam. Ellen, y'all. What has been going on with Miss Ellen DeGeneres, you guys? Initially, from what I saw, BuzzFeed had put out a report saying that the culture inside of the work environment in the office was absolutely awful. There were claims of bullying, sexual harassment, and the like. And, you know, over at Holly Scoop, I presented the question of, you know, Ellen sort of put out a statement that was like she didn't know. Right? Let's just call it what it is. She was saying she didn't know, but how can you not know? Your team is a reflection of yourself. You're the face. It's not the Ellen and Friends show. It is the Ellen show. So your work culture should reflect sort of that be kind, that nice, you know, the nice of it all. You know what I mean? It just didn't seem like The Office was really embodying that sort of magical positive essence, if you will. But let's get into the real meat and potatoes, the information, if you will, right? So a source at Telepictures told the Daily Mail that Ellen is telling the executives at Telepictures and Warner Brothers that she has had enough and she wants to walk away from the show. She feels she can't go on, and the only way to recover her personal brand from this is to shut down the show. The truth is she knew what was going on. It's her show. The buck stops with her. She can blame every executive under the sun, but Ellen is ultimately the one to blame. Now, I want to ask y'all, do y'all think that Ellen was in there being negative to people, like to their face? Do you think Ellen was going up and telling the superiors to the people below, you know, make sure that none of the employees look at me, make sure these interns don't even breathe my air? Do you guys believe that Ellen is that kind of person? Granted, we don't know her. We only know the character that she presents, you know, to us on screen. So, I mean, so many employees have come out and said, you know, that this is the culture. This is what's going on. Ellen knew. Do you believe? Do you believe the employees? That's really the question. Ooh, I just couldn't imagine working in that office. Now, despite the reports coming out that Ellen is leaving the show, or she's considering leaving her longtime daytime talk show. That's a fucking mouthful. They're saying that other sources close to the show are saying that she is continuing to go to work on August 24th, y'all. Like, everything is just Gucci as hell for her Ellen's Game of Games and to the set of The Ellen Show when it premieres on September 9th. And that's according to an internal email from the show's producer that was obtained by the New York Post. Now, how y'all feel about that? Are y'all all right with Ellen not leaving her show? There are some people that are like, well, Ellen should go. If Ellen's a bully and Ellen is rude, then she's got to go. There are other people that was like, well, you know, so what? There are other talk show hosts that are mean or not as friendly or not as warm. She should be able to keep her platform. She's Ellen DeGeneres. I love that she shakes her ass and she gives away TVs. There are some people that feel like that. So how do you guys feel? Joey is saying, be kind to one another. Oop. Tatiana is saying, Ellen is bitch. Let's be honest. Oop. Dark Angel is saying, I always thought she was a nice person. But hey, maybe we go back to the reality shows. You see what they want you to see. Exactly, Dark Angel. That is very much the truth. Lydia is saying, I think she is that kind of person when the cameras are not rolling, as maybe her ego got the best of her and she should go. I don't know, y'all. We gonna have to see. Well, regardless of how we feel about Ellen leaving, they've already got someone that's already set up in her place to take the damn slot already. Now, people are saying that James Corden has sort of been like this long time successor to Ellen. So if Ellen should just decide, you know what, in the fall, maybe she'll do Game of Games and then decide when it comes to the Ellen show, I'm done. Maybe this will be her last season and she'll call it quits. They've already got James Corden, who we know he does what? The Late Show with James Corden? Carpool Karaoke. We love Carpool Karaoke. They're looking to have him sort of fill that daytime talk show slot. And I mean, I guess looking at it from the higher ups position, maybe they feel like, well, you know what? He's white, cisgender, easily accessible to audiences, and he has Carpool Karaoke already built in. Everyone across the world already loves that. Why not have James Corden fill in that position? I can understand why they chose him. I'm not exactly sure if that's the right fit. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that James Corden is exactly the right fit to fill in Ellen's daytime slot? I'm not sure. Carshella is saying the show is 17 years old, so I suppose the show has run its course. Amanda is saying all that gossip and whispering, I have no doubt she knew everything going on. Gabby is saying it doesn't matter if she goes or stays for me. I have a new talk show here, host to watch. A new talk show host to watch, and her name's Miss Kelly Clarkson. Shout out to Kelly Clarkson. I believe Drew Barrymore is also coming out with her own talk show as well. Lady T Joy is saying if people don't like it, they don't have to work there or be on the show. If things go downhill because of that, then the door is over. No one can take Ellen's spot on the Ellen show. Oh, well, Lady T Joy, girl, they just gonna demolish the whole show, girl. They probably gonna use the set and just change the name to something else and call it a day. It's not gonna be like the Ellen show and then like featuring James Corden. Imagine that, y'all. How awkward and ass backwards would that be? Y'all bet not do that. And Wendy is saying, you said it on the morning tea, Courtney. Everyone is replaceable in entertainment. Absolutely. 100 million, trillion, million, quadrillion %. Ellen is not the end all be all to that particular time slot. Same thing with the morning tea, girl. I could wake up tomorrow and either be fired or leave. They would find someone to fill that slot. It's any and every show. TMZ, Pop Sugar, Clever, all of the girls, all of those brands. If any of those people decide to leave, girl, they're going to say, okay, we're going to get someone that's a little bit like you, and we're going to keep it pushing. Doesn't make it any good. Doesn't mean that it's going to be better. Doesn't mean that it's going to be the same. It just is what it is. And life change is simply inevitable. It's about how you roll with those punches. And maybe Ellen feels like, hey, I was an asshole. I was a jerk during those times. Or maybe she wasn't and she was complicit. She definitely knew what was going on and she didn't fight to make that change. And now she's like, well, I've got my money. Ellen was making like 50 mil a year. Ellen, like, I got my money. I'm good. She could walk away and still keep her brand as Nice Ellen and still do her endorsement deals. And maybe she could do a HelloFresh ad on Hulu, y'all. Who knows? We're going to have to see. I don't know. Who would y'all want to see? That's who I'm thinking of. Who y'all want to see in that daytime slot? For me personally, I need Keke Palmer. I want Keke Palmer to have another daytime talk show slot where she's by herself. I don't want nobody there with Keke Palmer. I want Keke Palmer straight up being there, being real, being sassy, giving us the insight, giving us a different point of view, giving us perspective. It's one thing to sort of present the news, but it's another to have your own point of view. It's another to have your own voice. It's another to have your own culture and be selfless enough to want to share that to an audience. And I feel like Keke Palmer would just knock it out the park. She is a phenomenal and outstanding woman. She had a show on BET, I remember, Just Keke. And I was watching the hell out of Just Keke, girl. We need Just Keke, another one, girl, just on a different network, girl. We need you to redo that. Give Just Keke the facelift, girl. And give us something else, girl, because I know Kiki's the one. She could lead the charge. She's the millennial voice. She is one of many voices, but she's just such a strong voice, and I would love to see her up on that stage. A different option also, if we're staying in the lane of having someone from the LGBTQ plus community, bam, we need to have Laverne Cox. She's educated, she's beautiful, she's comedic. She very much brings a lot to the table. She is someone that can be accessible to audiences. You get what I'm saying? And she's gonna bring the education. Especially in a time like this, we need the entertainment, the humor, the hour to laugh, but we also need underneath the muscle, if you will, for the implant, we need a little bit of education with it as well. I just see it, y'all. Y'all know when I get to going, and I just see it with my third eye, open my third eye up, and I can just see it. So Laverne Cox, Keke Palmer are my two top choices. What are you guys thinking? Zan Lee is saying Queen Latifah. Now, Queen Latifah, y'all, has already been there, done that. Queen Latifah did have a talk show recently, and I don't think it was on too long, but I watched it all the time. Nicki Minaj was even on it. Kris Jenner's had a talk show. I even watched Kris Jenner's talk show. A lot of people didn't like that, and I actually did. So I'm a talk show kind of person. So I'm here for it. Wendy is saying, bring the red table from Facebook to TV. Maybe. I just think I enjoy the fact that the red table talk is online because I feel like it can be as raw as possible without really being filtered. And I feel like if it's on daytime TV, you'll have to filter some aspects of it. But it can be done. Wendy Williams came from radio where she was just spitting it out raw. She was giving it to it raw. And as soon as she was brought to daytime television, we still got the kiki, we still got the fun, but it was just altered a little bit. You get what I'm saying? So we would have to see. Joey is saying Tiffany Haddish, Kristen Bell, or Jada. All right. I can see that. Sharon is saying, hell, look at Steve Harvey. It's the Kelly Clarkson show. Tatiana is saying Keke Palmer had her own show on BET. It was a huge flop. See, Tatiana, I don't remember it being that way. I remember watching Just Keke every single day until Keke Palmer decided to leave the show on her own and go to Broadway and do Cinderella. So we're having different memories there, but we'll have to see. Trevor Forever is saying keep the entanglements over there, responding to Jada. Y'all are silly. But we'll have to see, you guys. If you're watching live or after, tell me in the comment section below, who is your dream talk show host? Who do you want to see at like 12 p.m. on the TV, giving you the news with the high production set, with all of the characterization of their brand? Who do you want to see truly give you those feel-good moments, spilling the tea, just telling us what's going on in the world? Tell me in the comment section below. Keep talking in the chat while I wind on down. It's been a beautiful Sunday here in Los Angeles with you guys. I appreciate you guys watching every single Sunday. As you guys know, if you've watched, we get into all of the pop culture mess from A to Z. We skip a couple letters here and there, but I always have a good time. So shout out to the rebels of the revolution. This just about wraps up my time here this Sunday. So before I go, I just want to tell you guys, of course, ring the notification bell, subscribe if you're new, if you had a good time. Give this video a thumbs up because next Sunday it's going to remind you that I uploaded, only if you give the video a thumbs up. So don't forget, it's so important if you want to see me again and get down into that nitty gritty. Before you go, pick up some merch on your way out. And don't you forget, wait, let me back up. Don't you forget, bam, that the world keeps spinning and so shall you. And of course, I will see you next Sunday for